Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today I feel guided to do another collective reading. So I will pick up on all the messages that want to come through and I will bring them together in one longer reading. So for this reading, you can listen to the whole reading and you will consciously and or unconsciously pick up the messages that are for you. Or you can tap into your intuition, feel, and then move the cursor over the timeline and feel where your intuition guides you to stop, and then there will be a message or messages for you. Okay, my dear beautiful collective, what an intense time, right? So much is happening within, without. And we are still been asked to just flow with it. Whatever rises, love that. Whatever rises, work with that. And stay very close with yourself. Stay very open to the paths that are closing, to the paths that are opening. And give yourself as much space as possible to just flow with that. Where we are right now, it's still a lot is still happening on the inner level, but we are moving into the solar eclipse also now, and there are more and more external the external reality, or the earthly realm is more and more coming into play also here. So we had a very strong inner process these last weeks and further, but now in this eclipse season we had a very strong inner process, and now it's coming more and more external. So a lot of things have been closing out, can still be closing out, and more of this new era is peeking through and is coming through here. So my beautiful collective, I had some messages also that came through when I was tuning in here, when I was preparing the space. The big one, the first one, and it's a big one also, is the joy of giving. This is, there is joy in there, which is this pure feeling of God, right? And then the joy of giving, this is when we remember what we are, we just want to give. It's so natural to do so, and to give and to receive, they are the same. In truth, they are the same. What you give, you receive. What you receive, you give. What you receive from God, you cannot do anything else than give that, than extend whatever you have been given, the gifts from God that have been given to you. You just want to extend that. You want to co-create, you want to expand yourself in there. So you want to share, you want to give. This is just, it's so pure. And the joy of giving, the joy is just, it comes with that. And there is also a big release in there of, I have to hold on because there is not enough, this lack that is really ending, that is really dying off here. And this freedom of, I can just share because I'm so well provided for, always, at all times, right? So it's very beautiful energy here. So give wherever you feel to give. Don't try to give when it doesn't feel right. When you meet resistance there, just go within and receive. God is always pouring into you, and the more you are able to receive, the more easy and natural you will give. Don't try to, because this is causing resistance, and it can also cause delays for yourself. But just feel into the joy of giving, what it means for you, and how beautiful this is, right? Also be aware of what you give. Does it come from God, or does it come from the illusion? Another message that is here, it's coming through also very strong. There are certain books that are pulling your attention, or certain knowledge that is calling you. It can be in the form of books. It's been shown here in the form of books, but books is a big symbol for knowledge. So they seek for knowledge, seeking the truth. And with that also comes together, if I seek the truth, I cannot fail because I seek the truth. It's a direct prayer to God. And it you cannot fail there. If you speak with your pure intention that you are seeking for the truth, that you are seeking for knowledge, capital K, you cannot but receive your answers. But we have to be open and still enough, silent enough to listen and to hear the voice of God. God, source, spirit, whatever you connect to. But there is knowledge, there is this call for knowledge, or a call for a book, or books that are catching your attention. Be very open to that, also in that flow of being very flexible. It's possible that you are walking somewhere, you are walking to a certain destination, and then suddenly you get this inkling of, maybe I have to go right instead of going to my goal here. And then you turn right and you find this little bookstore, and you go in, and there is this one book that is like lighting up in your awareness, in your consciousness. Follow these guidelines, follow these signs, because there are answers to your prayers everywhere. We just have to be open and aware of how they are showing up to you. Also be very attentive to what our brothers and our sisters are speaking to us. There are answers in all our brothers and sisters, answers to all our prayers. So listen, just listen, capital L, which comes from a place of silence and from peace within. Which doesn't mean you have to be in complete silence in your environment. That's a good place to really hear the voice of God. But the voice of God, God source spirit, speaks through everything if we are willing to listen. Another message that is here is light, 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 light. I am the light I am. You are the light. You are the light. Remember yourself of that. Whenever you feel, or whenever you experience darkness, whenever you have an experience of darkness, remember yourself that you are the light. And when you remember yourself that you are the light, the darkness will light up. The darkness will shine away. And you will have a clear vision on what this darkness actually is, or what it is trying to show you. So I am the light I am. And this is all of us. And we all share that light because it's the light from God. God, source, spirit. I am the light I am. It's a direct connection with God. So again, and God is not darkness. In God, darkness does not exist. So when we experience darkness in whatever form, small or big, and we remind ourselves, I am the light I am, it is this God's spark, the light of God that shines away the darkness. And if there are still things to learn there, still things to forgive, release, let go, still things to see there, then God, that light, will also offer you the right perspective to see what you are supposed to see. And this is for you, and this is for all your brothers and sisters. any brother, any sister that is trapped in some kind of darkness, be that light for them. Just embody that light for them. And then you will feel inspired to do something, to say something, or even just be in silence. But by you remembering yourself, I am the light I am, you are also offering that remembrance to your brothers and your sisters. Because again, we are all that light. And if you remind yourself, I am the light I am, in silence within yourself, in company, together with a brother or a sister who is experiencing darkness, they will also experience some kind of relief. Because you are reminding them through an extension of your mind about the light that is present within them. The light that is the truth of their existence. The dark night of the soul is also here, so it comes together with that, right? Light and the dark night of the soul. If you are wondering what I'm doing here, this is my own oracle, right? This is my own oracle that I pulled out. So that light and then the dark night of the soul, this is really this, the truth and the illusion, shining the truth through the illusion, bringing light into the darkness. And this dark night of the soul, it's whatever experience of darkness by yourself or by any brother or sister. Treasures. There are a lot of treasures to be found, always, at all times. But especially now. There are so many treasures that are... What I've been shown here is this, it's this incredibly beautiful space. And there are treasures everywhere. Everywhere where I tune in, everywhere where I look, everywhere where I focus, there is a treasure to be found. And they have always been there. They have always been there. But now, because so much is being released, so much of the illusion has been released collectively, that it's so much more easy to become aware of the treasures. Like I say, the treasures have always been there, but there was this veil on it, which doesn't mean they were unreachable. Whomever remembered what they are could easily pierce through that veil, beyond that veil. But collectively, so much work has been done, and this veil has been made so thin, especially where we are right now, also with this eclipse, the next eclipse coming, and the whole eclipse season, but especially this one, because it feels also very much into what is about to come. And this is a very expansive energy, but the treasures have always been there. The veil has become so thin that more and more of us can very easily now pierce through that thin veil that is still there. It's so much more easy to become aware of all the treasures that are there. But also remind yourself of that wherever you look, whatever experience you go through, whatever seems to happen, whatever you seem to see, experience, sense in whatever way, There is always a treasure to be found. And it's the same here with this listen. It's in whatever experience, if we honestly ask for the treasure that is beyond that, that is behind the veil of the appearance of whatever happens or seems to happen, there is a treasure to be found. And this is also an invitation from Spirit to remind you to remind you in whatever you are going through, to ask for the treasure that is to be found beyond how the things seem to be, or seem to look, or seem to feel. Ask for the treasure behind it. So it's a double message here. The treasure is full of treasures, and they are to be found everywhere. Collectively, it's a lot more easy to find them and to open them. But also, if you consciously choose to see them, you are instantly opening the treasure and receiving the treasure. Just by your request, your honest prayer. Let me see this through your eyes, because that is what's behind it. That's the prayer. Let me see this as you see this, God. God, Source, Spirit. Which is the same as asking, let me see the treasure that is beyond what seems to happen, what I seem to experience here. And it's a direct call to your truth. And that consciousness within you that knows, capital K. Awakening, upgrades, downloads. Still, right? We are in this for quite some time, in the illusion of time and space. But once more here, so much work has been done collectively. Really. And to all of us, my sincerest gratitude for everything that we have done up until this point. Because the effects of it are beyond our wildest imagination. And this is unfolding. It's about to show up, but it's showing up in the way that the collective is able to receive it. If it would come in like this, collectively, it would create shock, and then again would link to fear. It would make a connection to fear, which is not what awakening is supposed to be, right? And this is also not how the Divine Mother wants us to awaken. She wants us to awaken in a place of peace and love and feeling safe, right? But it's happening. And the collective is getting more, the collective consciousness is opening up more and more to this truth, which also allows for this awakening to be, the experience of awakening to be amplified and to be so much more anchored in and so much more tangible. It is taking up so much more space now, which is wonderful, beyond wonderful. It's miraculous what is happening here. So be open for that also. It's happening anyway, but the same here as with the treasures. When you consciously choose to open up your mind for that, you will also consciously experience more and more of this collective awakening. This massive awakening and upgrade that is happening here. And you will see the effects of everything that we have been doing all together. So a very, very beautiful energy, a very Ooh, very fruitful energy here. And again, it's beyond our wildest imagination. We are creating this heaven on earth, and it's becoming visible more and more. I know, again here, remind yourself that collectively, this is a process. It needs time to settle in for the collective mind to fully open up to that, or to open up more and more to that. Which doesn't mean that on an individual level you can have this, you can see it already, all of it. But on a collective level, it's a process. Because there is still resistance, there is still fear, there is still a lot going on in the collective that is trying to hold that veil in place. But it's not working, but still, right? So your individual experience can be a lot more expansive than the collective one. But also there, our own individual experiences of this, when we experience this, the full opening of it, then it also ripples out in the collective. But it takes the illusion of time and space to settle in, right? But we are doing this, we are planting these seeds for a very long time already, and this is the time. This is the time where we really will see the results of all that we have been doing. Start seeing beautiful, beautiful results, wonderful results, miraculous results of all that we have been doing. So it's a very, very beautiful time. It's a remarkable time to be on this planet, to be in this experience right now. So consciously also choose and remind yourself to stay open for that, to see the miracles and to see the awakening everywhere where you look, right? Offer yourself that, because it's beautiful what is happening. Depends of where you choose to look. Depends on with which eyes you choose to look. The eyes of illusion or the eyes of truth. So just remind yourself to look with the eyes of truth and be open. Be open to be amazed. Okay, let's see. Another one that is here, keep on taking care of yourself, right? And this is a message always, and especially now, because so much is shifting, so much is changing. Just take very, very good care of yourself. Stay in your center, which allows you to experience more and more of this. But always here, stay healthy within yourself. Healthy, grounded, centered within yourself and in connection with God, Source, Spirit, whatever you connect to. What is also very present in the collective is this extreme exhaustion, and then these peaks of a lot of energy that are coming through, which is also happening for a moment already, for some time already. So keep on flowing with that. Stay as flexible as possible to just allow yourself as much space as possible to flow with that. Because the moments that we are exhausted are also moments that our vessel is also asking to just rest and to just integrate and receive and integrate and alchemize. Just let the process happen. What else is here? The solar portal. Being centered, right? Balancing power and manipulation is also in here. The sacral portal is also, and the crown portal. Wow, that's beautiful. That is very beautiful indeed. The solar portal, the sacral portal, and then the crown portal, which is very beautiful because the three lower chakras are the human self. The solar is the human mind. The sacral is the human emotions. And then the crown is God, the God's mind. And it's very beautiful that it comes through here like this, because this is really this confirmation of how much we are collectively shifting from out of that identification with the human and more remembering what we truly are. We are more and more identifying with our truth. We are more and more aligning with that God's mind. I am the light I am. It's that also. It pulls you out of the darkness, which is the human experience, the human suffering, the nightmare. It pulls you out of there into I am the light I am, which is your pineal glands that is lighting up into God's mind, into your remembrance of what you truly are. So all of this is confirmation of that collectively we are really shifting in a massive way, because we are going from the solar directly to the crown. So it's a big awakening here. It's a big remembrance that is collectively happening. It's a big jump that is happening here collectively, which is very beautiful, because it also means that more and more of the fear and more of the resistance has been cleared out. The collective is getting ready, right? Very beautiful. Stay creative, stay centered. The intimacy is also here with this sacral portal, and this reminds me of my reading from last week, the intimate candlelight reading. But it's also this staying very intimate with yourself, which is this loving, caring space for yourself, and honoring the intimacy with you and with God. And then divinity, unity, right? Opposite the separation. So out of this separation into unity consciousness again, this feeling of oneness with God, and reminding yourself of the divine being that you are. Because that is what you are, that is what we are. We are divine beings. We are holy children of God. All of us, no exceptions. So remind yourself of your divinity, and also remind yourself to keep on surrendering into the divine. Because we are not doing this alone, right? We are not doing this alone. Keep on calling in higher guidance for whatever you are doing, for wherever you are, for whatever shows up on your path. This one. So much joy. So much joy is in here. Such a fruitful garden here. Really, it. When I say this, there is so much joy in here. I get this bombarded in a sense, but very positively. But there is this bombardment of the vision of the and the experience of being in the Garden of Eden, which is so fruitful and so fertile and so healthy and so free, so connected, everyone and everything. It just makes so much sense. So the more you allow yourself to be in this joy, to be in joy, the more your experience will be that one, will be the one of the Garden of Eden, heaven on earth, whatever that means for you. But it's an experience of oneness with all, and everything makes sense. And we are free. And we care for one another. There is no hatred. There is no enemies. There is no fear for attack. There is no lack of anything. It's all is in there. Again, whatever that means for you. Whatever that means for you is whatever image or feeling you get with that, because the essence of it is all the same. It comes back to these feelings of love. The real feelings: love, peace, joy, bliss, grace, abundance, freedom, truth. It's all there. Being expressed and being extended, expanded in many different ways, but the essence of it is truth. It's real. And when I say this bombardment that is coming in here, also I'm being pulled again to the message that came through before, because in a sense I'm surprised here that we go directly from the solar to the crown portal. And surprised, and it makes also sense with what came through already. This is beyond their own imagination, and for me here it feels like it's gonna be it's gonna come in, or it's coming in beyond my own expectation, in the sense of where we are already, right? So it's in my own personal experience, what I get here, it's really crashing open that limiting belief that I was holding still here, of it might need a little bit more time. But it's not. This vision, what is now bombarding me, has just released that limiting belief. And I see it for what it is. And I say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for also clearing that out for me. So I am again realigned with infinite possibilities. It has already happened. We are already home. Beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you. So it's coming in a lot bigger than we expect. So take that with you also, because take that with you also, because it's a personal experience in a way. Again, the essence behind it is the same, but how you experience it, it's very personal for you. Cosmic gateway. Boom. Connection with others. Refocusing. And this is also this refocus, where the focus was before a lot on the darkness and trying to fix the things in the darkness. There is now this refocus because of what has been done collectively. We are so much more able to refocus on what is really important, on what is of real value. Because none of this world can bring us what we are truly seeking for. Nothing of it. Only here. And this refocus is what has been done collectively, what has been opened up collectively. So it's so much more easy for all of us to hold our focus to the point where it's of real value, to the point of truth. So once more, thank you. Thank you to all of us. There is so much freedom also in here. What is this bird? Wow. I never saw that one. It's a very interesting creature that is flying there. It's like a dragon and a bird together. Beautiful energy. I want to read this one. The Cosmic Gateway. Connection with others, refocusing. The Cosmic Gateway, a portal that connects souls to the universal multiverse, is accessible via trance states and meditation through our central light column. Opening the Cosmic Gateway to the soul's sacred light. I am the light I am. Like a flower, nurturing and care of its environment allows the soul to bloom in its own precious time. The path to self-realization is filled with conscious awakenings. Our mind is a powerful tool that, when fully open and activated, can connect our being to light sources unimaginable to the naked eye. You cannot make this up, right? It's all coming back in here. Our mind is a powerful tool that, when fully open and activated, can connect our being to light sources unimaginable to the naked eye. When the sacred light of the Cosmic Gateway shines upon the world, the individual acceleration of self-awareness through self-realization can reveal the body's capability of healing itself. Yogananda announces that you are in a time of great personal change and growth. Don't be afraid to start over again or of finding fresh ways to support the life that you want with joy and happiness. If you feel overwhelmed, reduce excessive workloads as you work through this process. Yogananda suggests practicing self-realization as you work through any feelings of sadness or melancholy you have about the past or what you are seeking to change. Challenge yourself to try new things or join a self-help group that aligns with your global or personal interests. Balance will restore when the mind is restored. Master Yogananda. I am my own master. I hold the answers within me. My energy is limitless. Wow, you guys. This is just putting it all together, right? And in here, it's also as within, so without. But a guidance and advice also in here. If sadness or melancholy arise within you, know that it's also this clearing out of the past, and work through it as you have been doing up until now. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Whew. All right, what else is in here? This one. Oof, that's a lot of messages. Yeah, again, this listen, because a lot of messages and a lot of answers to our prayers are finding the way now to us. They have always been answered, but we were not capable always to hear them. We were not always willing to listen, and they are finding now their way through us. Also because this veil is getting thinner and thinner. It's a lot more easy now to hear the messages from the other realms. And the calling of your soul also. So also that a lot of clarity is pouring in. It's coming through about where your soul is calling you to go. What your soul is calling you to do. Where your soul still wants to be freed up from stuff that really does not serve your soul anymore, our soul anymore. So let go anything that feels heavy, that feels like a burden. You are not supposed to carry that with you. No more. You've done that for long enough. We have done that for long enough. For eons. So many lifetimes we have carried so much with us that didn't serve us. But, and ask, what is the treasure behind? What is the gift in there? What is the gift beyond what I seem to have experienced? What seemed to be an experience of suffering? What is the gift behind there? What do you see, God? Show me. And then allow yourself to be amazed. Just be open for what comes through without expectation. Also a big one. No expectations. Let go of any and all expectations. Just trust and have full faith in God's ways, in God's plan for all of us. It comes from God. It cannot be anything than beautiful. It cannot be anything else than a plan that is filled with love, with peace, with joy, with abundance, with freedom. It cannot be anything else than that. So trust, have full faith in that. God works in mysterious ways. And where we are right now, it's really a moment to be fully open to that. And let God work through you and in your life. And trust and have faith. The mountain. Okay, I'm gonna read this one also. It also came through last week. Solitude is also here. First thing that I get with this is there is really light. There is light shining on the mountain. Where before the experience of being here and standing in front of this mountain that was so difficult to go beyond or to climb, or it looked so big in front of you. And then there is this, I am the light I am, which is your experience of being here that is shifting into the experience of being here and shining light on the mountain. And when you are looking here, when you're standing here, you just see the mountain in front of you and you can't see anything, or it's very difficult to see how to get to that other side. But when you are looking from this point, you see that here, if you just go a little to the left, there is a little path that leads you around it. And on that little path, there is so much treasures to be found also. Also here, wherever we go, wherever we are, treasures are always there. But this one is so much more easy and so much more joyful and aligned with what you truly are, this path, instead of the difficult path again. So there is again here this shift of being here and experiencing the mountain in front of you, opposite being here and seeing the mountain for what it is, and seeing what the mountain has to offer when we take a different path, when we allow ourselves to be guided by God, God's source spirit, instead of being here and saying, I want to get there, so I have to do this. When we let go, connect with this, we naturally walk this way. We trust in the vision that we don't have from out of the human experience. We let ourselves be guided to what feels a lot more natural. And a lot more easy, allowing ourselves also to drop that idea of it has to be difficult. I have to suffer. I have to do this all on my own. If you recognize yourself in here, you are really been invited to look at these beliefs and to consciously choose to let them go, because they are not bringing you any joy. Right? You are not supposed to suffer. God wants you to be happy, to be in joy, to feel free, to feel light, and to feel that life is easy, that your path is easy. What is also in here is this, I have to do it all on my own. And when you allow yourself to come into this higher perspective and allow yourself to be to be redirected on the path that you had in your mind, that you had set in your mind, the same as I have to go there and I feel guided, there is an inkling that says go to the right, and there I find a bookstore, and in that bookstore I find an answer to my prayer. It's the same here. This, I have to go this way because in my logic mind it's the most logic way to go, and yes, it's going to be difficult, but I have to go this way. Up until when we open that up and we let ourselves be guided, it might seem like a detour because we want to go there through the mountain or behind the mountain, and it seems logical to go like that. But from that perspective, it's not so. So when we then allow ourselves to be redirected and follow that, what is also in here is a union with someone. There is a meeting with others that you will not meet when you stick to your plan, when you refuse to let go of control. There is a meeting here with others who are put on that path to support you with things that happen on the path. But this can only be seen from the higher perspective, and this can only be experienced when we allow to let go of control and allow Spirit to guide us every step of the way, no matter how unlogical it seems to be. This is not a time to be logical. Far from. This is a time of surrender. Complete surrender. Which can be scary. Surrender it's a big thing. But it is important. It's very important to surrender into that higher power. Because again, there is so much freedom in there, and it's the only way to really, really feel free and feel supported and getting to know thyself and God. the mountain. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt, right? Sometimes you will come across what appears to be an unsurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. Pah, this is so beautiful, right? Feel this. Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. Can you feel the peace in there? Can you feel the support in there? Because this is really going with the flow. Allowing yourself to go with the flow. Letting go of control. You will move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So much peace in here when we are willing and able to let go and to be like the rivers that flow around the mountains naturally. Be like a river. Wherever you are now in your life, be the river. Be the river. Which is don't go against. Don't go against where life is trying to lead you now. And get out of your own way. Okay. Where are we? I'm gonna pull some of these here. Messages from the universe for my beautiful collective. Choice is the most powerful tool you have. Free will. Every choice you make shuts some doors but also opens several new ones, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. And in here, the choice is, do I take control or can I choose to let go? And let God choose for me. Another big choice, what do I choose to identify with? What do I choose to see? Truth or illusion? Separation or unity and oneness? Human self, God self. Remember your free will, and also remember that in each and every moment you can make a different choice. Each and every moment holds the possibility to change your whole life around, to change your whole experience around, to change the world around. But we have to make a choice. We are choosing anyway, consciously or unconsciously. We are choosing. But the best way is to choose consciously and to choose the truth. And to choose to surrender to that higher power. To allow easiness and gentleness for yourself. So one more. Yes. Two more. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away these unneeded layers and keep growing. It's another message that puts it very good together where we are right now. And these times of transition, right, it's true, it can feel very uncomfortable because it's really trusting in this unknown, and it's really letting go of so much that we have been holding on for eons. And it's uncomfortable in a way, right? It's a birthing process, and a birthing process is not comfortable. But what is behind there? What is the treasure in there? What is the gift in there? How do you see this card? Always come back there. And there is peace, and there is vision. There is knowledge. There is wisdom. There is truth. The vision that sees beyond appearances of what things seem to look like. Nothing is as it seems. And God knows, God, source, spirit. So ask for that vision. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. Once more here. The joy and the peace. There is only now. When we are focused on the future or on the past, we lose presence. So stay in presence and stay exactly where you are right now. And enjoy, be in joy wherever you are. In this present moment, there is the peace that is there. So let go of the past. Don't worry about the future. Just be here. And once more, if the things from the past show up, or things from the future show up, you can look at them. But from here, always from here, from out of your center, from out of the here and now. Because you can go in there and fully dwell in the past. You can go in the future and fully dwell in the future. But when you go from here, you bring the past to the present, or you bring the future to the present. Where is the only place where you can actually do something with that? Not there, not there, here. And bringing everything to you. Right? This new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Which again puts everything so beautiful together. This message is very aligned, and I love it. You know, it's beautiful. So keep on choosing that higher perspective. Keep on reminding yourself, I am the light I am. And when you remind yourself of that, you are naturally reminding yourself that you are one with God. And it's also a confirmation that you will experience yourself, your brothers and your sisters, and this world our existence in a very new way. This is what we are growing into, and this is what we are waking up into. One more here. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Again, be like that river. Move with the flow. Stay open. Stay flexible. Wherever God wants to take you, go there. Be mindful of what needs your attention most. Whatever is pulling your attention, ask, what is behind this? Does this feel healthy or not? If it feels healthy, go with it. If it doesn't feel healthy, let it go. What is of real value? What is of real importance? And choose that. And whenever you choose what is of real value, whenever you choose what is really important, you are also again choosing this. You are choosing your truth. You are choosing to remember that you are that light. And you are choosing to remember that you are one with God. And whenever you choose that, the more you remember that, the more easily God's way is opening up for you. But we have a choice. We have free will to choose. And it's up to us to choose it for what we really want, for what we really desire, for what is really important, for what is of real value to us. So choose well. Choose well. What is also in here is that quick and rapid changes are also very present in Eclipse season, right? So just stay open. Stay open for it. And stay here in your truth. Okay, my dear beautiful collective, this is what I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending so much love, so much light, so much peace and blessings to each and every one.